What a horse race, folks, in the smartphone market. For the 12 weeks that ended October 28th, Apple has moved back into the lead with the biggest market share. We're talking about a tiny advantage over the Android phone market. You're talking about 48% versus 46, almost 47%. But that's a big shift since the Android phone, for the last time we looked at it, was way over 60. I think what this indicates is exactly how volatile leadership in this market is. That, what has really happened since in this period that ended on the 28th was we had the introduction of the new iPhone 5. Any new phone will shift leadership in this market. What's interesting about these numbers is they both predate the introduction of new models from HTC and Nokia based on the Windows 8 phone software operating system. So I think we're going to see a reshifting, a rejuggling of market share as we go forward. But one of the things that this, I think, if you're an investor, one of the things to notice about this is that Apple's ability to take back leadership in this indicates that it's got a lot of momentum going into the Christmas season, which is a big sales season, that Apple has really done what it needs to do in terms of getting the iPhone 5 out there and rebuilding market share. And this seems to indicate that all those folks who, looking at the way that Android had opened up a really considerable lead over Apple before the introduction of the iPhone 5, and who were saying, well, Apple's finished, who helped drive the stock down to 520, 508 from 660. We're really just taking, using very, very short-term thinking, using, in fact, very, very short-term numbers to try to drive the price down so they could rebuy, helped in that by people who were selling to lock in profits so they wouldn't have to pay higher taxes on those profits in 2013 if XYZ happened to the tax rates. So I think the long-term lesson here, long-term is sort of like more than 2 weeks in this market, is that beware of people trying to over-interpret very, very short-term results in terms of what phone has momentum in the market, what stock might be doing well, and remember that it really, in the short term, it's who introduced the new product most recently that tends to drive market share, and that what you're looking for is something that's longer than these reads on who's ahead in a 12-month period, and you're trying to look for some example that people have momentum at the right time. And right now, it looks like Apple and its iPhone products have the right momentum going into the right time, which is the end of the year selling season. This is Jim Jubak for Jubak Asset Management Video.